What's up, chaps? Oh, nothing much. I'm just driving around casually in my Tiger, firing at some Russians with my Russian teammates in their German tanks. You know, perfect sense and all that. This is Ash River. Random battle. It's a simulated battle with my Tiger. Let's see if we can do some well in it. Took one shot, 2 shots, and we lost control of nearly everything. See if we can take 1 shot more and we're dead. Yep, there it goes. 3 shots, dead. You can do anything. That's basically what happens nearly all the time for me when I'm driving this tank. Sure, that T-34 has a very good 85mm gun, but still, it's weird since the 88mm on the Tiger is so much better than the 85 in nearly every way. And when I'm driving around with the tank, different types of games, different events, different maps and all that, firing at tanks from different angles and all that, mostly I only get hits, maybe some crits, some crew maybe got knocked out, some modifications got damaged or destroyed, but still most of the tanks that I fire at can still move or fire back directly after I fire at them, so it takes from 2 to 3 2 to 5 shots, I mean, to take out one tank. But when I, in my Tiger, often get extremely critted. See there? Sets on fire by Su-85, which is, I have no idea where he is. He puts out the fire, he can't move, engine damage and all that. But yeah, I'm driving around with this huge Tiger, which has loads of armor, and the thickest part of it is the gun mantlet, but still everyone penetrates the gun mantlet. The gun mantlet is 140mm, and that's I can't show you with these controls, but that's the part between the gun. You can see those 2 bulky ends at the rear, right and left of the gun mantlet. Those are, I believe, only 110mm. So, but yeah, still, tanks that have around 120 to 100mm penetration can still penetrate that from more than 3 to 800 meters away. Even though they can still penetrate the hull without any problems, and the hull is 100mm, and that is from different angles and different distance. So I've been thinking a lot. Actually, I have been I have been like a little child raging and screaming at the chat, buy us Russian new game, learned how to, and all that, you know. That's basic. That's what everyone does. But I've been thinking, what if it goes all the same way around? I mean, like now that Bacchus in his Panther took out an Su-85. I mean, what is the basic thing for them, for the other parts of the battle? I mean, the Russians. What if they get one shot a lot? How are they doing when they got crits and all that? First, I mainly think that, well, nothing mainly, because loads and loads of time when I'm firing with my Tigers 88mm against T-34s, KVs, IS and all that, I'm firing at the turrets directly from the side into the chassis. I'm firing, I mean, basically everywhere on the tank, and mostly I only get hit, which either doesn't give me any credits and all that at all, or it gives me a hit with a small amount of credits. Mainly, I say mainly now because it happens very often now recently, but mainly when I take a shot to my Tiger from the front, like, yeah, straight on here into the hull, everyone penetrates and everyone does extremely amount of crits to me. I mean, I lose my driver, I lose my gunner, the turret jams a lot. Yesterday my turret jams 4 times in a row with 4 shells in a row. So yeah, that's fun. I think it was on 2 to 3 different tanks also. But yeah, how is it for the enemy teams? I mean, how are the Russian tanks handling that? Since I don't play with the Russian tanks as I do with the German tanks, I don't know. But if you guys and girls out there that are watching this know how it is to play a Russian tank against German tanks in a situation like this, please let me know in the comment sections below. That's what it's for, to scream and share your presence and experience from the gaming world. But yeah, I'm gonna jump into another big battle and let's just see how that one does. So once more we take on the role to see if we can not be one-shot killed or multiple crit by the Russians with the Tiger. And you can see down there to the left my ping is a roughly, well now it's exceeding extremely much, but it's roughly between 130 to 200, something like that. I don't know why, but sometimes it just flies up into 4,000 or 5,000, and all I'm doing then is just skidding around the place, and I have this huge red text on the screen, bad internet connection, and I'm like, you don't say! But I mean, my internet connection isn't actually that bad, to be honest, when playing online games. It's just that War Thunder is behaving differently to with my internet connection on the game. It's when you have bad internet connection, it behaves very weird compared to other games with bad internet connection or mediocre internet connection. There, I saw one. Hit the logs. See if we can see him after we reload. Still there. Let's get out of here fast before artillery hits us. Nice. Put the Great 88 to work. See, there are some AI tanks down here, I think. Should be a KV somewhere in a T-34, I think. So hard to see. They are there on the map, but it's so hard to see where exactly in front of you they are comparing to the map. There's something. There's a KV. Only a hit to the KV. We took some critical hit. The load is unconscious. Loading time is now 8 hours, and we have a blocking tank. Corpse. And the turret is jammed once more. Let's see how long the repair will take. 27 seconds, right. Can't move, 15 seconds left. I'm actually very well angled over here. It's just a matter in question if they will hit my gun mantlet or not. There's loads of tank there. Ammunition exploded. Yeah. I wonder how. Yeah. I don't like the thing that the camera is turning around automatically by itself, because and I want to see where my corpse is. Because I don't know if it went through my turret or if it went through my hull, because if it went through my hull, I have absolutely no fucking clue of how he managed to penetrate those 85 millimeters, I think it's 82, something like that, 82 millimeters of side armor that slope. And if it was the turret front, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna complain. Of course I'm gonna complain. I'm mad. I'm playing superior. I'm obsessed with the fact that the German Tigers are invincible, and then I get them killed by Russians. Yep, he was also killed. I mean, every Tiger is killed by every T-34. We have a Björn Nilsson getting some kills. Captured Sherman. modded KV. Panzer G. One more Tiger. But yeah, I mean, you saw that KV. I hit him in the side rear. I think it was the right side, the back part of the right side, and all I got was a hit. Yeah, it was an AI tank, but still AI. It doesn't matter if it's AI or human, but the AI tanks, they are for some reason very much deadlier. They are very much more OP in weight, armor thickness, and all that for some weird reason. And I didn't know if you saw it, but yeah, this tank is shot out from that T-34 there. That T-34 was set on fire earlier, and this Stug had the upper part, I mean the upper angle to attack him from, and his shots ricochet off the tank. And then he was killed by the tank that was set on fire earlier. Now we can see the angle. The tank that killed me was... I think he stood over... It's hard to show. Yeah, I think he stood... You can see this text up to the left where it says spectator mode. I think actually he stood over... What's from there somewhere. And when he shot me, he apparently shot me in the... You can see the side of the hull there. And that angle there, that must be over 150 maybe, at least 130 in armor thickness value. Maybe it was getting lucky and hit something on the side here. Don't know. But yeah, still, it's actually extremely weird for me. I mean, I'm playing the Tiger a lot. I'm playing the Tiger extremely much because I think it's a fun tank. It's a good tank. It's a very fun tank to play since it's so historically overwhelming. It feels like it's a Tiger. I mean, yeah, you get the dealio. I mean, a normal tank like a Panzer III tanks on the sure the Panzer IIIs and all that, they were extremely historical and important and all that during historicals and all that, but this is a Tiger. It was a monster. It took it took 5 to 6 Russians to kill one tank. The kill to death ratio and all that. I don't know if those numbers were correct, but you know, the kill to death ratios, the superior from the tanks, how those stories about them, how great and deadly they were. It feels that's why I want to play with the Tiger and the Tiger II a lot. But when I'm driving around in it, I'm getting great hold down position, I'm angling, I'm side scraping, all that. It doesn't matter at all nearly, because on every battle you are so close to combat. Nearly every battle, Kursk is one. You can't close combat, but you are so close to combat that these short barrel Russian guns can one-shot kill you from any angle at all. Doesn't matter how thick your armor is and all that, where it hit you. You just take 2-3 shells at max, and then you're dead. Up played the Break Poland map, where there's a little city at a lake, and I was firing at the KV for I think it was a kilometer perhaps, max a kilometer, something like that. I was putting shells after shells at him. I only got hit after hit after hit, and then I took a hit from a T-34 that was between 1,000 to 1,500 meters away into me, critted my tank from he damaged modules. He took out one of the crews, and he hit me with shells. I think it was 4 shells directly after each other. All of them hit me from a distance, and I was in a little slope with only the turret and a little bit of the hull showing up, and he hit me with that accuracy 4 times in a row and critted me. Not on all of those 4 shells, but still he critted me extremely much, and he hit me with very great accuracy. I had my aim at the same spot all these times when I shot at the KV. I hit him at a I hit him at positions where I should have penetrated and took out his crew or compartments and all that, but all I got was hit, and some of the shells missed, some of the shells went above, some of the shells went too short. It feels so weird that tanks like this Tiger is performing so bad in the game. Sure, I've had extremely well games with it also, but still it feels very weird that the Tiger, the mighty Panzerkampfwagen 6, a Tiger auf H, well, yeah, you know, the Tiger is performing so weird, and it feels so underpowered in these games, in this game at least, I mean, because here is not about HP and all that. What I was talking about earlier, you can see there's 110, there's 140. Yeah, that sloping, I said 130 at least, they were hitting me over there, so 130 to 150. So yeah. So I'm just gonna like compare stats and check what it was. I would think it was a T-34-85. Maybe, yeah, D5T it was. It has a penetration of, at 100 meters it has 113. So between 100 and 110, so let's say 105 to 110 millimeters. 105 to 110. That's 145. If I'm angling the tank there, 300 nearly. If I'm angling like that, and he shot me over there, 120. I mean, it's so ridiculous that he could have penetrated me at that distance. I'm bad at judging distance at the time. I don't think the video says what distance he shot you from, but still, 300 meters perhaps, between 200 to 400 meters, which means that he has a maximum penetration of 110 perhaps, 110, 107. That angle, 140 millimeters minimum. Let's say 130 millimeters at minimum. He could not have penetrated me there. That's why I think there is so much bullshit in this game. Sure, you can type how much hate and all that rage and type, oh, I used to cry baby, but I don't care. But I just think there's so much bullshit into this game sometimes. I mean, I had my turret angled nearly directly over this corner, so when he was firing at it, let's see, it was firing from this angle, the corner was nearly firing at that angle then. I think it was something like that at the turret. Alright, 110 millimeters, effective thickness 115. That's above his maximum penetration capabilities. That armor thickness is already, the normal thickness is above his penetration. That is 110 millimeters, effective thickness 111. Turret ring, perhaps, don't know, don't think so, because I was above him, so he must be shooting at this angle at the turret. So it's even more thicker than that. So it from below also, it's even much thicker than it was earlier. But yeah, that's just me. Maybe maybe all of you out there has experienced this as well with War Thunder. I mean, there are so many planes as well that is where there's Americans, German, Russian, British, Japanese, there's so much wrong in many of their flight models, damage modules and all that, and the statistics is historically wrong, and yeah. But I'm not gonna bother with it anymore. I was just going to show you this little video of my cry and hate and rage. But hopefully after this video now I will have a extremely good game that I cannot use my ×2 XP since it's done now, but I will still have at least one good game before I go off and do some training. But yeah, that was it for this video. Leave a like if you have the rage. Favorite, subscribe if you want to join the trolls. But yeah, share it to support my work. And till the next video of whatever I make, take care, Jan, now, and bye bye then.